Hello YouTube, today we're going to take a look at how I use two different lures to trigger topwater actions when bluefish are very aggressive. So this was a trip in May, and bluefish were biting really hard on topwater, and I hooked so many on the popper, so I decided to do some experiment. The first lure I tried is a Megabait 10, a spoon jig, if you will. And the retrieve I used was basically very similar. It is very similar to what people will use for false albacore to get the fish started chasing the bait. Skip the spoon on the top of the water, crank as fast as you can as soon as the lure hits the water. I did a little bit modification to the Megabait lure. I switched the tail hook, which was a treble hook, and into a single hook, and adjust the hook with some rubber band to give it more action. This fish is not very big, but here you can see the Megabait 10 I was using. It's much easier with a single hook. So here's another lure I was using. It's called Salty Freestyler. You're gonna see pretty soon. I bought these on sale, around $8 American dollars, US dollars. So here's a close look at the lure. It's actually a very nice lure. I like the action in the water, and it came with treble hook and single hook. But more to that later. This was the first cast on this lure. I never used this lure before, so I didn't know what retrieving speed, and pulses should be. So just keep experimenting. As you can see, I was basically using the medium speed retrieve and give it a little pause. No strikes. So I changed up a little bit after maybe 3 or 4 casts. As soon as the lure hits the water, I started to slowly crank, because when you do this, the lure is gonna wiggle, and it was a strike, and it didn't hook up. So I picked up the speed and paused, and then there was another strike. But these lures will wiggle, and it has a weighted lead ball inside. It makes a lot of noise in the water. So I replaced the treble hook on this lure to 2 single hooks. But it's funny, most of the fish I caught on this lure were hooked on the middle hook, and here's a picture of the lure. Most of the teeth marks are concentrated in the middle for some reason. I don't know. I know that this lure would do a crazy belly roll in the water, so I guess fish were just trying to grab it in the middle. It's just interesting. Here's something everybody should take note. You can see I let out more line, so the fish is thrashing. I don't end up break my rod tip. At this point, fish is going nowhere, so you can lose a lot of slack, so you don't end up with a broken rod. It's a shot of the middle hook. and the fish. So right after this fish, I hooked up again. I use a little bit different retrieve, you can see. So cast out, lock hits the water, slow crank, and gradually pick up some speed, then pause. And instantly there was a hit. So started cranking because there is a sandbar out there. It's more like a baitfish trying to ducking for covers. And then I hooked up. Well, to me, there's no set rules on how to use a certain lure. It's all depend on the conditions of that day and what fish are reacting to. So my best advice for anybody fishing is keep experimenting what you have. You never know. It's fish are a living creature. They'll respond to different things, and they will not respond to certain things as well. So it's your job to find out what's working. Well, of course, if there's no fish in the area, there will not be any hookups. Okay, this one is actually hooked on the tail. I picked up the speed, and the fish react to the tail, trying to disable the fish from behind. Well, the Savage Gear salty freestyler is actually a pretty nice lure, but here's a big but. Change the stock hook on it. As you can see in this picture, the hook are so soft, the material, and the hook point actually bent. So make sure you change that. Okay, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you like my videos, please comment, subscribe, and share. Thank you.